Plus Pool is a plus-shaped swimming pool. It's about Olympic size, but really the main thing about it is that it's a water filtering floating pool. So we look at it like a giant strainer that you can drop into the river. It's basically filters water through the walls of the pool so that it takes out all bacteria. It basically allows a way for people to swim in clean but real water for, I think, the first time in over 100 years. So we conceived of Plus Pool basically just as a reaction to being really sweaty in New York. The project started in 2010. Officially, I think just in the beginning of summer of 2010.
Plus Pool was founded by 4 different designers, Wana Stanescu, Dongping Wong from Family, and myself, Archie IV, and my partner Jeff Franklin at PlayLab.
I think our hope for Plus Pool is basically everybody gets to use it. We're designing it as something that's really a piece of the city, that all types of swimmers, for one thing, can use it, which is actually why it's plus-shaped. It's 4 pools really just kind of stuck together. But also, it's something that we hope really becomes a part of the infrastructure of New York, part of the kind of recreation infrastructure, part of the social and environmental infrastructure even. So in that sense, I think we want it to basically be as public and as free as possible.
And kind of like a really large hope is that this, I mean, it's a big Olympic-sized pool, but it's a small piece of filtration in a grand vision of the river. And the hope is that the way that we look at the rivers actually changes as a city, and that an effort would be made to actually clean the rivers so that you can kind of swim without the need of a pool, right?
So the drawing we just finished at Ace Hotel was really basically our chance to put 4.5 years of milestones. I mean, some of them are huge and some of them are very tiny, but for us they're all really, you know, one of them, for example, is getting a beer with a woman that used to work at Kickstarter right when we were first hearing about Kickstarter and just asking, is this project even at all appropriate for something like Kickstarter? And she also didn't really know. I mean, it was a very good conversation, just like I've never quite seen anything like this on Kickstarter, but maybe.
A lot of different milestones over the past 4 years, but it really all started with spending 4 weeks in Dong's office, drawing the pool, making materials to talk about the pool to other people, like a book, a poster, a website, and just sort of pressing play and sending it to everybody that we could. A lot of the times in meetings, like first initial meetings, we don't even bring presentations. We just, Dong will draw the project in front of them, which is fun and shows, you know, our role in the project, but how, I don't know, fun and exciting it is. You know, we were inspired by projects like the High Line, which was founded by 2 guys that met at a city council meeting. I mean, it's not wham bam, 13 years later there's a High Line. There's a lot of stuff that happens for that project to exist. And we think it's just as relevant for the public to understand how architecture happens, that it's not just about a rendering and a final opening. One of the last points, number 78, is, and our friend Ben Sisto from Ace Hotel invites us to open this exhibition, which we hope, you know, in a few years when we're all swimming in the river, that we can look back at 3 more years of milestones, and there's 479 was opening an exhibition at Ace Hotel, and that people can see, oh wow, that played a part.